summer. This month's workout video is a little less of a workout and a little more of a self-care video. So I don't know about you, but in the summertime, I feel like I am traveling a little bit more. Usually we're spending a little bit more time in the car, we have airplane trips, that kind of thing. And so today what I wanted to do is give you some of my favorite tips of how you can use the therapy balls when you're traveling to just feel better in your body, because these are like my favorite little go-to thing whenever I travel. I just keep some in my car and if I'm going on an airplane, I always take one or two or three with me. And they can just really help your body feel better if you're sitting for that any long period of time. So I just want to give you some ideas today of how you might use them if you were going to take your ball with you. A lot of this stuff is really interchangeable for any of the balls. So if you don't want to take like 3 different, 2 sets and another ball with you, you could just take your favorite one and adapt from there. They all work. So I'm going to start and just show you some things with the Alpha Ball. The Alpha Ball is a little bit bigger ball. All right, so I'm going to put this behind me and I'm going to start with my upper traps up in here, because so often, especially if I've been traveling, I end up sitting like this. I often end up multitasking on my computer or my iPad or something, and I'm doing this and I can always feel these muscles. So this is one of my favorite things because I will just like stick it behind my back in a spot and I'll just be there. And there's not necessarily a right or wrong on this, although you will find your spots, right? You can put it in and kind of wiggle around. If you kind of move forward a little bit, you can adjust where it's at. The pressure is just going to bring circulation to that area. If you have some tightness in muscles and fascia, just staying on it and pressing in is going to release that. The other thing that having that ball there is going to do is just going to help you with your posture. So if I'm sitting working for a while and I'm feeling like, oh this is getting all tight and scrunched up, I will just get my ball out and stick it behind there, and then all of a sudden I'm sitting tall, and then if I have my iPad or I'm working or something, I'm still a little bit more aware of my posture. You can put that ball anywhere on your back, and there is not a right or wrong. I often like it in places like in between like my shoulder blade and my spine. I get some tight spots in there, so I will put it there. You can take it low. You can get all the way down like on your sacrum and put it nice and low, almost doing like a little sacrum scrub, as I like to call it, while you're seated. You can bring it over or even like a little higher, so you're kind of on the top, like on your top of your hip bone, which kind of gets into a little bit of our glutes, and just be there. Not a right or wrong on this, but just playing around with putting you in different positions. One of the great things having the balls does is it will make you move positions and not stay in one position for a super long time. Now you could do this with any of the balls. If I take a set with me, I usually just leave them in the bag because I think it's easier, but you could take them out. I'll play around and put them behind me, do a little shimmy side to side, maybe put them on my low back, anywhere back there. Now, other place that I like to put them would be backs of my thighs, so getting some hamstrings a little bit. If I'm using the Alpha Ball, the placement that I'm going to put it is kind of right in front of my sitting bones. So if we're sitting up on our sitting bones, you just kind of take the ball and put it a little bit in front of your sitting bone and press down. Oftentimes that's kind of enough for me. Like I can feel that pressure in my hamstrings, those muscles that run along the back of your leg, and just doing some little things like if I straighten and bend my leg a little bit or do just a little shimmy side to side, I'm getting that pressure into that muscle, and then I'll almost move it down a little bit, do it again, and play around there. You can do that with the single ball but like the Alpha Ball, you can do it with any of the other sets as well. You can put it behind you and do that. So they all work. This chair is not a great example, but a lot of times if I'm in my chair, like if I'm in the car or even the airplane, the balls back here, the double set especially, like it's really nice behind your neck. I can still do it here. And you can do it a little side to side, up and down. Feels really great in that just where we get tight through our neck and kind of those little muscle attachments up into the base of the skull. So that's a great one as well. The other thing, and you can do this, I'm going to just use the Alpha Ball today, but you can use this with any of the size balls, is just taking the ball and using it. I'm just going to use my arm as an example. These all have that little grip to them. So if you just kind of push in, I'm kind of pushing into my bicep muscle right now, and then do a little twist. Just pressure and twist. That's a great technique. And you're going to get in there. The twist kind of grabs muscle and fascia and just twists it around a little bit. So you can do that just about anywhere. You can do it on your thighs. You can get like that IT band and do it on your IT band. You can do it kind of up here across like our chest muscles. And then one more technique that you can use that is just called like a tapping, just using the ball to gently tap on your muscles. Again, just kind of a little massage technique. As you're gently tapping, you're just going to bring circulation. You're going to wake those muscles up. Feels really good. I know you might not maybe want to do this on the airplane. People might be looking at you, but you know, in your car as you're doing it. So that technique is great anywhere. Oh, and I don't want to forget your feet. So if you're in a place where you could roll your feet out, use any of the balls. Just put one down on the ground and roll your foot around. Press down. It's not quite, if you're sitting, it's not quite as much pressure into the ball as if you're standing up. It's still really great for your feet. It is going to get some mobility and circulation. It's going to feel good. If you're on an airplane and you're flying, like so good to get moving around. So that is also a great one. All right, those are my little tips and tricks using any of the various therapy balls to do a little self-care while you're traveling this summer. Be sure to check out more of our videos on our YouTube channel, and we look forward to seeing you soon.